first time, yes, your kid could get, let's say, 1400, 1420, 1470. But if you try second time, it's definitely he or she could improve at least another 100 point.
প্রত্যেক টিউটোরিয়ালের সাফল্য নির্ধারিত হয় স্টুডেন্টদের সাফল্য দিয়ে। নিউইয়রকে প্রতিষ্ঠার পর থেকেই স্টুডেন্টদের সেই ধারাবাহিক সাফল্যে সবার আস্থা অর্জন করেছে মামুনস টিউটোরিয়াল। এবার 11 গ্রেড থেকে 12 গ্রেডের শিক্ষার্থীরা এসএটি এক্সামে 1500+ নাম্বার পেয়ে সবাইকে চমকে দিয়েছেন।
Ilham Mamun, my son, he got 1530, so 790 in math and 740 in English. And we have Mehrab, and also got 1500. And we have Aisha Nahar. She is very brightest. She is since 7th grade. I've been teaching.
সাফল্য পাওয়া এই সব স্টুডেন্টদের সংবর্ধনা দিয়েছে মামুনস টিউটোরিয়াল কর্তৃপক্ষ। অনুষ্ঠানের শুরুতেই শুভেচ্ছা বক্তব্য দিয়েছেন মামুনস টিউটোরিয়ালের ডিরেক্টর শেখ আল মামুন।
We are here to celebrate and we congratulate to some of your brightest. They're present here. They are in 11th grade, going to be in 12th grade, but Amrajani in the United States of America. All the junior kids, they're 11th graders, take the SAT exam few times, and when they become senior, they apply to the college. And SAT is a big part of their admission process. Beside their GPA, extracurricular activities, they also look at their SAT scores.
এই সময় স্টুডেন্টদের সাফল্য পাওয়ায় অভিনন্দন জানান তিনি।
All of our students did really good in the SAT. So the upcoming summer, whoever is going to be in 11th grade, that যারা এখন 10th grade আছে, যারা 11th এ যাবে, they should start the SAT prep from now on to have a better score for the next years.
পরে কৃতি শিক্ষার্থীদের প্রতিক্রিয়া জানতে চান তিনি। এই সময় মেধাবী স্টুডেন্ট এবং এসএটি এক্সামে দারুণ রেজাল্ট করা ইলহাম মামুন নিজের স্বপ্নের কথা বলেন।
I also started studying at the same time as Jaman. We got introduced to this SAT math. I came to this tutorial, I started pretty early. Right after SAT, we started getting invested in this sort of standardized testing. I'm not going to try to repeat some of the context that Jaman repeated about the SAT, about how this applies nationwide, or how it applies to Korea, getting a certain score. I really think you really need to figure out what will push you forward even after you say that, hey, I'm the 98th or 99th percentile. Yeah, sure, you get a 1500, but then after that, now you start thinking to yourself, you come to a tutorial where everyone's also getting 1500, and now you're not really any more special than the kid who studied.
এছাড়া জামান মাহমুদ, মেহরাব, আয়েশা, লুবাব, মাশরুর নিজেদের প্রতিক্রিয়া জানান।
There's only two countries, two major universities in America that don't, and that's Georgetown, and then there's UPenn, right? Yeah. So don't be afraid to take it again. When I first took the SAT, I got a 1550. I got only a 770 on the math.
I do want to thank Mamun's tutorial because it really did help me get started with understanding the SAT, because originally when I started learning, it was kind of challenging because it's the SAT has a lot of concepts that are very new compared to other tests such as the SHSAT. Mr. Mamun and Mr. Scott and Mesbah really helped us.
I don't really have much to say, except I'm really grateful that my parents were able to provide me an opportunity to study at a tutorial. They gave me all these books, and they also gave me the opportunity to study online. Via self-study, I was able to get the score to study for the SAT, and also studying in general and life in general is to know both your strengths and weaknesses. If you were to study for the SAT and you targeted your weaknesses, you're going to do a lot better. I also think it's important to note that some people don't have the resources to study for the SAT, so even though it's supposed to be a standardized exam, it can still be pretty unfair. So really the only thing you can do, and the only thing you can do in life in general, is to try as hard as you can, because there's no reason not to try.
I started at the end of 10th grade, but I think I knew I had to start, but I didn't know where exactly to start. So I'm really grateful that my parents signed me up for Mama's tutorial, where I got the resources to be able to start and then continue study on my own, knowing what I needed to know. I think my biggest tip is to give yourself time to keep retaking the test, because very different from the SHSAT where you just take it once and then that's it. But the SAT, you can continue taking it as many times as you need, and it's good. It's very recommended that you keep taking it. So I would definitely recommend just like giving yourself the time and the grace to keep retaking the test, and you'll always do better the next time.
Thank you very much, Mamoon's tutorial and my parents for allowing me to, participate in this tutorial. It has helped me, grow as a learner a lot, and I want to send special thanks to Mr. Scott, who has helped me tremendously to be able to, get me better in English comprehension and lots of other English stuff, especially in the SAT, which has kind of shown in my growth.
এই সময় ইংলিশ টিচার জন স্কট সহ অন্যান্যরা জানান পরিকল্পনা অনুযায়ী অধ্যয়ন করলে ভালো রেজাল্ট করা সম্ভব।
Certainly, it's my pleasure to see all of these faces. Most of the students I've been working with since 7th grade as well, so it's great to see them do so well on the SHSAT and then also come back and do so well on the SAT. And yeah, as Mr. Mamoon was saying with the super scores, you can take the test and focus just on one section and then take that test, get the best score that you can, and then study for the other section, take the test again, and try to maximize your score for that as well. So congratulations to everybody on your success.
পরে মেধাবী শিক্ষার্থীদের ফুলের শুভেচ্ছা জানান শেখ আল মামুন।
Okay, Labiba, Jaman. All right. And if you help us to other kids, if you encourage other kids to go try for the specialized high school, have a better score into the SAT, that would be really helpful. Okay, and you could come back to do some voluntary work with our, upcoming 7th graders, 8th graders who are going to take the SAT. Your help would be tremendously helpful to our kids.
এদিকে সামার ভ্যাকেশনের এই সময় স্টুডেন্টদের জন্য বিশেষ পরিকল্পনা এবং SAT-তে 1500+ নাম্বার পেতে মামুনস টিউটোরিয়ালের সাথে যোগাযোগ করার আহ্বান জানিয়েছেন মামুনস টিউটোরিয়াল কর্তৃপক্ষ। উল্লেখ্য ব্রঙ্কস এবং জ্যাকসন হাইটসে মামুনস টিউটোরিয়ালের 2টি ব্রাঞ্চ রয়েছে।
Congratulations to all our kids who took the SAT exam through us.
SITV New Year.
Just invited some kids in the Bronx Center. Thank you, everybody.